The name of the Egyptian sun god, which we've shown you before, but the sun god name is Amen. Amen Ra. Okay, that was the name of the Egyptian sun god. That's surprising to a lot of folks who, get into prayer all the time and they're always using the word Amen at the end of their prayers. Well, that's the name of the Egyptian sun god, Amen. Now, in Revelation 3:14, let me mark that for you. Revelation 3:14, Jesus Christ calls himself the Amen. That means the sun god. Now that is interesting. See, we can't change that. We can't say, well, it didn't happen, because it did. Revelation 3:14, Jesus calls himself the Amen, and the Amen is the name of the Egyptian sun god, or the Egyptian god of light. Now, here then, if we identify Jesus with the sun, let me show you something else that's interesting. Come on back here, Frank. In Matthew 9:15, Jesus is referred to as the bridegroom. He's referred to as the bridegroom. So now let's go back here. We have three things that we're looking at. First of all, Jesus is called the bridegroom, and he calls himself Amen, which is the Egyptian sun god. He refers to himself as the light of the world, the Son of God. And I'll come back and I want to show you something very interesting in Psalm 19, why we have to really look very carefully at the zodiac. In Psalm 19 verse 4, it says, "In them," meaning the heavens, the stars, "he has set a tabernacle for the sun," S-U-N. Now listen to this next one, "which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber." So here Jesus identifies himself as the Amen, which is the Egyptian sun god. He calls himself the bridegroom, which is in Matthew 25:1 and Matthew 9:15. And here in Psalm 19:4, it says that the sun, in that which comes through the zodiac, comes out of the tabernacle as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. So there then we have to look at the possibility, do we have the continuation of the ancient sun worship? When I got into this and saw Jesus calls himself the Amen, I said, wow. But that would mean that they brought the sun god out of Egypt and we should look at the sun god of Egypt. I said, well, that doesn't make any sense, until I saw in Matthew 2:15, it said that Mary and Joseph took the child Jesus to Egypt so as to fulfill the prophecy, "Out of Egypt have I called my son." So now again then, we see that it's all, at least according to the Bible, written in the stars and in the planets, and something that we've really got to look at.